One thing about y'all from the LGBTQ, like you like to say that y'all are born gay. But here's one thing that how do I say this? Here's some proof that you guys are not born gay. Like some of you guys, some of you guys probably some of you guys probably found out that you were gay because everybody knew that you were gay before you did. But in reality, people only assumed that you were gay because you were acting, probably dressing, or having the accent of a stereotype of a gay person. And that's why they assumed that you were gay. You probably didn't even have interest, any sexual interest of somebody with the same sex at the time. Like you probably wasn't even feeding into the sexual attraction of the same sex at the time. Everybody was just assuming that you were gay because you were dressing and probably having the accent of a stereotype and and then and then later over time you started owning it, and then you're like, oh, and then you started learning about what gay is, and then by like, huh, so that's what gay is. So maybe I may as well just go and sleep with someone of the same sex. And then you gave it a try and be like, that isn't that maybe that isn't that bad. But any heterosexual would enjoy that. Any heterosexual would enjoy that. Any heterosexual would enjoy that if we gave it a try. We just don't want to live that life. We just don't want to like living that life. One girl, how do I say this? One girl, she's a lesbian. When she was like a little kid, like around like 8 or 7, she got into boy clothes. Um, she got into boy clothes. Everybody called her a lesbian, a dyke, all that, and and she was offended. Like, I ain't no lesbian or none of that. She wasn't even interested in the same sex. She wasn't even gay like that. She was just a tomboy. But the gayness started when she got older and she started looking at other women's body parts. And then she was all like, I want some of that. So that is when she became gay. People knew that you were gay before you were gay, not because they actually knew. Not like they assumed because you were acting or dressing or talking like a stereotype. I'm gonna be real. Some of you, like, I'm gonna be real, like, majority of y'all are gay because you act gay. Majority of y'all are gay because you dress gay, like quote unquote dress gay. Like, majority of you are gay because you think you gotta because because you're, how do I say it? You act like the stereotype. You act like the stereotype. Like, you're not gay because you're because, how do I say this? How do I say this? Like, it all starts with the stereotype. Like, sometimes it starts with the stereotype, the gay stereotype. Sometimes it starts with you acting like the gay stereotype, and then you start wanting to sleep with the same sex. Like, once a gay dude starts talking feminine, he starts owning the gay levels, that the gay labels that comes with it. Like, oh, I'm gay? That this is what it means to be gay? Then I guess I am gay. May as well go sleep with men. Like, no, you are straight. You're straight, and you're just different. You just talk a certain way. You just have a different sense of fashion. Like, you don't have to sleep with the same sex just because you act or talk a certain way. Like, you could literally talk like a straight guy and still be gay, if you know what I'm saying. You could literally be a, a feminine female, a feminine female wearing roses and all that cute stuff and still be gay. You don't have to be a tomboy in order to be gay. Like, you could dress like a straight man and still be gay. Like, majority of you gay people think that acting like a complete gay stereotype is what it takes to be gay, to the point where we so used to that, to the point where we are so used to that, to the point where we're so used to you guys acting like that gay stereotype that we could literally spot a gay person from a mile away. We don't like, you don't even need to tell us that you like men. You don't need to kiss a guy. You don't need to, like, you don't even need to tell us that you like someone of the same sex. You don't need to hold hands with someone of the same sex. You don't need to do none of that. All you need to do is just be a man who talks feminine, or be a woman who talks masculine. Be a man who dresses feminine, or be a woman who dresses masculine. And then we just assume that you're gay. And most of the time we're right. Most of the time we're right. Sometimes we're proven wrong. Every once in a while we're proven wrong, but most of the time we're proven right. Okay? The dyed hair, we see it. I know we shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but it just happens. So I'm just saying, it's like, when you're gay, like, how do I say this? So it's like, that's one thing. That's one thing to know when it comes to being gay. Like, acting like a stereotype is not it. Sleeping with someone or dating someone of the same sex is gay. Even if you're bi-curious with it. So yeah. God bless.